Greetings and welcome. This is episode 23 of Something in the Dark. I am your host and game master, Aaron. Something in the Dark is an actual play of Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, from Green Ronin Publishing, using concepts and themes from the Supernatural Handbook, and is set within the connected version of Earth Prime that can be seen in many other offerings from the Untold Stories Project. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20 based system that allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. Mutants and Masterminds has the perfect mixture of simplicity and flexibility for a superhero game, in my not so humble opinion. But one of the things that I love most about it is its inclusion of hero points. Now, these are the in game currency that allow our heroes to reroll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use their powers in new and creative ways. Our heroes each get to start with one of these hero points, and they can get extra points for good role playing, funny jokes, unfunny jokes, clever decisions, really dumb decisions, from me using their weaknesses against them, and by your generosity. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player of your choice. We are a PL6 stream with PL13 aspirations. All of those follows and subscribes give us character points towards that goal. Now, a quick word of warning. Unlike some of our other shows and streams on the network, this show is rated M for mature. While it deals with superheroes and it is set on Earth Prime, this is intended as a horror stream. On this show, we will be dealing with issues of mental health, body horror, kidnapping, torture, murder, drug use, and similarly adult topics. This show is not suitable for younger audiences and may trigger some adults. In addition, while this show will mostly take place in the city of New Orleans, and we have stolen liberally from the real world version, our Earth Prime version of New Orleans or any other cities we visit may be slightly different in terms of names and places. As a final note, we do have a partnership with Norse Foundry, and through that partnership, our viewers can get 10% off any purchase from Norse Foundry by using the code USP Norse with no space on their website. And hey, what gamer doesn't need new shiny math rocks? So, with all of that out of the way, let's meet our players for tonight, shall we? Say, heyo, heroes!
Heyo,
heroes.
That was better than usual.
It was much better.
There it is.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourself. Tell us your name, who you're playing, where else our listeners can find you, and answer our question of the week, which is, who on the team does your character trust the most, and who do they trust the least? And I'll go ahead and start us off with Alex.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex, and I am the line developer for Mutants Masterminds at Green Ronin Publishing, as well as the executive producer here at the Untold Stories Project. And today, I will be playing the role of Marcus Moon, reformed supervillain, formerly smartest man in the Titan City universe, now a refugee, doing his best to make science help the people he's friends with here. As for the question of the day, Marcus trusts Carrie the most, because Carrie is a fellow scientist and understands that occasionally you have to break a couple eggs or microprocessors to find science, to find the answers to the universe. The person he trusts the least is probably Orpheus and Eurydice, because they are a demigod-like figure from mythology, and most of them caused problems in Marcus's life previously, so he probably is a little wary of dealing with the divinity. And with that, I will pass it over to Brandon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon. I am playing Orpheus and Eurydice. Yes, that Orpheus and Eurydice. And for trusts most, I mean, obviously, Orpheus trusts Eurydice, Eurydice trusts Orpheus. That's too obvious. When really thinking about trusting a character, that would definitely be Larry. Very much trusts Larry. Don't get me wrong, does not trust Babel. But Larry, they trust. Trust least, actually surprisingly, is not Babel. Because you know what to expect with Babel. just like you know what to expect with, our final girl. The one that Orpheus trusts the least would be Muse, because it is never quite clear what they are going to do. And I'll follow the trend and pass it off to Jemmy.
Hi, I'm Jemmy. Tonight I will be playing the newest warrior from Wonderland, aka Alice, and her little friend, who's not so little all the time, but I guess he is little right now, the Jabberwock. Although I only half play him, I just have to manage his rolls and movement, and then I can look at my father and say, "Hey, what's he saying?" But I'm still technically in charge here, I guess. Um, so, to answer the question, I found it very funny because the answer is technically Alex doesn't really trust anyone yet because she just met them. But out of the ranking system, the one who honestly Alice feels they would trust the most is Harper, just because out of everyone, they can at least look at Harper and go, yeah, that's the one I was out there beating up the red cap with. So I at least can understand that one. Out of everyone else, they don't really know what to expect. So I was kind of like, who would she trust the least? I originally wanted to say Carrie because of only knowing Carrie via drone. But then I realized that no, actually, funny enough, the one that Alice doesn't really trust the most is Marcus, because of when she was getting questioned and trying to ask questions in return because she was also confused. Marcus was the one who started giving her an answer and then cut himself off and then continued to give vague answers. So she has no idea what he can do, no idea what's up with him, and it's a little suspicious. But I mean, they don't really trust anyone.
Yeah, well, you're from a universe that doesn't exist in my universe, so boo.
I'm very sorry.
What?
So I guess kind of following the trend, I'm gonna pass it on to the person I mentioned mine. Hey, Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. Tonight I will be playing Harper Graves, our resident feral cat. And to answer the question of the day, the person on the team that she trusts most would probably be her roomie. That would be Muse. The person that she trusts the least, other than herself, would definitely be Beth. She gonna kill that guy. I mean, I guess Deuce.
I guess so. Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I'm the Phthalo Blue to Kevin's Alizarin Crimson of the Bob Ross palette of colors of the Untold Stories project. Yep, love Bob Ross. With
Sorry,
that,
we only accept happy yellow.
what was his yellow? And we'll come back to that. I'll be playing the good mild-mannered priest Larry and his dark passenger Babel. Of their little messed up head, he trusts Micah the most. Because it's one of the few people he hopes can help keep him in line and keep him grounded, which does mean the person he trusts the least is himself, because he does subscribe to the belief that the road to hell is paved to good intentions, and he hopes to wield something dangerous for a good cause, but is worried that slowly as it gets more powerful as he does, he is slightly losing some control over it. So we'll see how that plays out. Not like you give the GM terrible things to do to you. And with that, we'll go to the resident power couple, or at least one half of them, down to Brandon.
I've already gone.
Brandon,
Oh,
what?
have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry was my most trusted.
Man, I was sipping on that true tea. We'll go to Aunt Puppy.
Hi, I'm Aunt Puppy. I'm playing Carrie, Professor Daffodil Carrie Prenbrook. I mean, she's obviously done deep dives on everybody, so she knows a little bit about people that they have not told her. But I would say of all the people that, in terms of trust, not necessarily like I would trust my life with this person, or I would definitely let them babysit my puppy for the weekend kind of trust. But the person that she would trust to be as honest and direct and definitely no bullshit for her, which is ideal for someone like her, would be Harper. So she just knows that if, she's doing something dumb, Harper's definitely going to tell her, or Harper will just be like, no, let's fuck some shit
Let's
up.
do that
So,
dumb stuff.
yeah, like
You can
she
trust
just
Harper
knows
to
that
be
she's
Harper.
not gonna pretend with her. And I think as someone who is used to dealing with college kids who are always trying to, butter her up, it's nice when someone's like, no, we're not gonna do that, or no, we're definitely gonna do
Definitely gonna do that. It's a terrible plan. Let's do it.
Yeah, but let's do it. And I'd say the person that she trusts the least is probably oh god, I don't know who she would trust the least.
I mean, at the moment, it's probably Alice.
I was
Just
gonna be like, I'm surprised
Well, yeah,
everyone
I
didn't
mean-
just go the new chick.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to stick to our little team, but I mean, she definitely doesn't trust her. But she did get, samples from her, less than willingly, but she still got them.
That's Carrie's
Alex
love
was
language.
willing.
Yeah, if I didn't take a hair sample from you, I definitely don't care that much about. I don't think you're sticking around for very long.
Alex was willing. Alex was like, I don't know why, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going that direction, then yes. But I would say probably of our team, it would probably be the lovely power couple over there. Purely just because she doesn't understand it and it freaks her out. So like she doesn't have the ability to quantify it enough, and so it just kind of makes her uncomfortable. But not in the sense to where like I would definitely trust them with her cat more than she would trust Harper with their cat. So
See,
I mean,
I
that
feel like
seems
now I
fair.
should have answered for Muse.
yeah. So, but I think those are probably, but yeah, I mean, of all the like not trusting in sense of I would never let you anywhere near anything would be Alice. So,
Yeah.
and I think I'm last. So back to you, Aaron.
all right.
It's like, yeah, now I
When
feel bad I
last-
didn't answer for Muse.
They had finished fighting a group of Fae in a diner. They convinced Alice to join them as they traveled to Mystery and try to find Erica, and also figure out why there are so many Fae in this area right now. Once they got to Mystery, they traveled to the summer home owned by Director Vance to see if there were signs of where Erica might have gone. But inside the house, they found several members of the Looking Glass gang, namely the Hatter, Bill the Lizard, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And Alice got to react less than wonderfully to the idea that there are a group of supervillains running around imitating people from their life experience. We left off in mid-battle, and we will just jump right back into it. It is the beginning of round 3, and the Jabberwock is up.
Yeah.
Jabberwocky, you have a Hatter who is pinned to the door
And unconscious.
is, I believe, disabled and dazed, and
Jabberwock knocked him unconscious last time.
yes, also had been knocked unconscious. Correct.
Hmm.
Defenseless, disabled, immobile, and incapacitated.
And sleepy.
Well, incapacitated, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Jabberwock's bored of being tiny.
Oh no.
He won't. I mean, he wants to do something
And no longer be tiny?
and no longer be tiny.
Okay. Give me a second. I will put all of the Jabberwock on the map for you.
Thank you.
That is one thing that I wish Roll20 would enable, would be the ability to let players drag their own tokens onto a map.
I think they can if their character has a token assigned to it. in their character sheet.
Really? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
if you just drag your name over to the map, it should pop out a token if there's a token assigned to them.
Okay.
Why does he have red sight?
Huh?
Every time you make him, I get like a red bubble of sight.
Yeah, because he has dark vision.
Okay.
So the red tinged sight is what he can see with dark vision.
Okay.
Lord, how many are there of him?
There's only one. He's just 50 feet long.
Yeah.
But he kind of flows like water. So
Yeah.
Creepy pudding snake.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely gonna stick with my answer of being Alice.
Well, no. He's
Oh, that's
the
right. Carrie
Jabberwock.
didn't see the Jabberwock, did she?
Nope.
She saw the tiny.
Yeah, she saw the adorable little thing sitting in Alice's hand or on her lap. Nope. Carrie doesn't like this at all.
All right, so what's Jabberwocky doing?
He wants to grab a man.
He's going to try to hurt Bill?
Yes.
Please don't hurt Bill. Bill's a nice guy.
He does not care.
I somehow doubt that.
He's just a little lizard.
He doesn't listen, also.
Everybody knows that all alligator men are evil, evil, evil.
He's not an alligator. He's a lizard.
No.
Does a 20 hit him?
A 20 does hit Bill, unfortunately.
I need a DC 31.
Ow.
Oh dear God, that's the first time I've ever actually seen the Jabberwock.
Right!
That is a 19, which is a fail by 12.
Cool. I'm also driving him.
You may attempt.
I would love to. How do I do that?
Make a grab a check.
Okay. Welcome to I don't play melee characters often.
Uh-huh.
21 to grab.
21 will successfully grab.
We
And
love fast grab.
huh?
We love fast grab.
Yep. So I need you to roll a d20 plus 12, and I'll roll a d20 plus Bill's strength. And
Sorry, repeat. My headphones unplugged.
Plus 12.
roll a d20 plus 12, the Jabberwock strength, and we'll see whether or not the Bill is actually grappled or not.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
So you're gonna win.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if you use the hero point, you can't
Yes.
get less than.
Yes.
Okay, so Bill is hindered and vulnerable and staggered.
Yeah. He'll keep him where he is, though. Because I was like, he doesn't move by action. But he's happy where he is.
Okay. I don't love that. Harper, up on the second floor.
Coming over the rail.
All right, let me move you onto the other map. Where did I leave you? There you are. So jumping over the rail, you'd land right there underneath Jan.
I have to find the, there we go.
You would see the mass of the Jabberwock behind you.
Yep.
And you would hear scuffling coming from the other side of the staircase.
All right. I am going to come up over the just drop down, run around the corner, leap up over onto the table, down next to the now grappled lizard guy, and go, oh, pop.
What did he ever do to you?
Ran away.
Fair. That is, however, an
That's
natural one.
yeah, because why don't we start this off real good? Like, everybody's in this room. I'm just gonna go fatigued and try again.
Okay. Ouch.
That makes that a 28.
That is a natural 20 for a 28. That will definitely hit him. So that'll make
Or, I'm
the
sorry, makes it a 28 on the DC is what I meant.
yeah, I don't love that. Bill gets a 21, so he's only takes another bruise and a daze, but he was already staggered, so the bruise doesn't matter that much, but or the daze doesn't matter that much, but the bruise does.
Checking something. No, okay. I was just checking to see if I had I couldn't remember if I had multi attack on that or not.
Gotcha.
And I do not, so that's fine.
Okay, so you come down and kick Bill in the face.
Yeah, kind of.
Bill's
Is there anybody else in this area that I'm seeing?
Yes, you should be able to see Tweedledum and Tweedledee facing off against
Okay.
Alice.
So let's see.
And you weren't here last week to know that Tweedledum and Tweedledee are actually a pair of supervillains known as the Battle Brothers.
Okay.
They don't normally wear Tweedledum and Tweedledee costumes and run around with the Looking Glass gang.
Okay.
We're not entirely sure why they're here, but
$5 is
yeah.
$5.
But here they are.
So in that case, I will look at the Jabberwock and go, yeah, you got this.
of course.
And head over to
Help Alice.
yeah.
All right.
So I just drop down out of the sky, run around the corner, punch a lizard, run back over across the
You do have move by action.
I do.
Okay. All right. Alice, you have a Harper backing you up, and you are facing off against Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Again, Tweedledum is. Let me remember which one is which. Tweedledum is stunned. Tweedledee is the one who has
Punched me.
been staggered. Tweedledee is also the one who punched you last turn.
Cool. I want Tweedledee to be on the ground.
Okay. How do you plan to do this?
I would like to attack him.
Okay. With the Vorpal Blade?
With the verb.
I will also point out that the ceilings are not high enough for you to grow in
I'm
here.
not gonna.
Okay.
I feel a bit bad because this Vorpal Blade might kill him.
It might.
On the other hand, I have much better odds of actually doing something to him if I do instead of going unarmed.
Yeah, that sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, that sounds like a him problem. He just needs to roll high enough.
I mean, they're
Sounds like a
pretty
skill
hard.
issue.
Skill issue, honestly. I already was kind of proven right. They're tough, stamina, but fairly easy to hit, so we'll go for a power attack
Okay.
yeah. Ooh, not a 1 isn't gonna do it for me though.
No, it is not.
I have a luck point. Let's run that back. See, that's a 29 with the luck.
With the luck of 29. A 29 will hit.
Cool.
Although, if you power attack, isn't it -5?
Yes.
So, but a 24 will still hit.
Yes. For a DC 25.
Okay. That is a 25 on the nose.
Damn it, I hate you.
You swing the Vorpal blade out at him, and he kind of deflects it off of his battle bracer. Orpheus.
I want to have a little fun.
Oh no.
So I'm going to play a hypnotic performance.
Okay.
And I would like all the baddies that are around here to go ahead and give me will saves of DC 20.
Okay. The Hatter being unconscious can't make that save because he
Fair.
can't hear your
It
music.
won't affect, yeah, him being unconscious, it won't affect him anyway, so.
Right. So it's really just Tweedledum and Tweedledee and Bill. Tweedledee gets a 28.
Let's go ahead and have him re-roll that.
Okay. So we'll go back to Tweedledee. Tweedledee doing his reroll gets a 27.
I mean, slower.
Wait, I'm confused. Tweedledee only rolled twice, a 28 and a 27.
Right.
Okay. So Tweedledum's got an 11.
Right. He will use his second chance and get an 18, so he'll still fail.
So an 18 is 1 degree of failure. He is entranced.
He's already stunned, so
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to find something to do.
fair enough.
Tweedledum is the one, yeah, and stunned.
And Bill, who does not have a great will save, gets a 16.
That is still a failure of the first degree, so he is entranced.
Okay. He is currently in the Jabberwock's jaws, so I think he is feeling threatened.
He is not in the Jabberwock's jaws.
Oh no, right. Claws that catch, not the jaws that bite.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a move action, Orpheus?
No, I think I'm good. I am kind of close to Bill, but the Jabberwock is much closer to Bill, so.
And so
I'm
is
okay.
Babel, and so is Marcus.
Yeah. So I think I'm okay.
All right. Speaking of Marcus,
I'm going to continue bleeding from my nose and mouth.
yes, you are staggered.
I think I would. That lizard is not. I don't want to be near the lizard.
Fair.
If you want, you can ride the Jabberwock.
Punch him and then run away.
I'm staggered. I can only punch or run away.
Oh.
Hop on the Jabberwock's back,
Wait,
he'll
it's
keep you safe.
staggered. Can you do anything?
I can
Move
move
or
or I
attack.
can shoot. I can't do both.
I thought that was dazed.
So I'm dazed falls off at the end of your turn. I'm just staggered for the rest of. I'm dazed for the rest of the fight, basically.
Yep.
I will take the recover action. I'm just going to take a standard action to recover from my worst condition,
Okay.
and then I'll hang out here
Okay.
and hope for the best.
Ups your defenses by 2, doesn't it?
It does.
Good stuff.
Good news is you're probably not going to still be the target when the Jabberwock is holding the lizard.
No. Jabberwock, I need you to give me a perception check, based on hearing.
Okie dokie. I think he's good at hearing. I'm not sure.
I don't know if he has any thing special about hearing or not, but
That's what I'm looking really quick. He has ultra high hearing, ultra hearing.
okay. So that just means he can hear into ranges of
Yeah.
that.
Other than that, he has accurate.
So he can attack based on hearing.
Yeah, he's very good, I guess, at hearing, but I don't think he has any bonuses.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
20.
Okay.
Not a great roll on his point. in my defense, we are asking for me to roll above a 10.
Right. Okay.
Which is not something I do very often.
All right. Marsha, and Jan, and Carrie.
So she's immediately you're gonna hear a scream when the Jabberwocky gets big, because he has not seen this happen, so
No.
she will scream, assuming that it's because does it look like the little tiny thing, but just bigger?
Kind
More
of.
or less.
The difference is the little tiny thing was also still kind of blending into the shadows that were being cast by sitting on Alice's lap. So it's a little less shadow and more, oh, now that you're bigger and less in shadows, you can see. It's kind of terrifying.
Okay, so she's just gonna be like freak out, not know what to do. So she's gonna move Jan over here, and she's gonna move Marsha over here, because she's just like, no, thank you. She's hiding Marsha behind. Who is this? I can't
Orpheus.
tell. Orpheus. She's just like, please, I'm gonna come over here. No, thank you. And then she is going to. She's gonna. Ugh, I really don't want to break anything in her house, but she's going to take the chairs around the table and she's going to just kind of fling them at the gator and Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Okay. So
like legs down, square at them.
Yep. So they each get a dodge save, and if they don't make the dodge save, then they take full damage. So Bill, this is going to be at -4 because he is hindered, or because he is vulnerable. Bill will fail the dodge save, so he'll take full damage. Oh,
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Bill goes unconscious.
Yay!
That's like I think the first time that her throwing things at somebody has ever actually worked.
Yep. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Well, we'll start with Tweedledum.
Jerry Springer had this shit right.
She's
That's-
hoping the chairs are
that's
easier to
nice.
replace.
That is one of the weird things, is that when you are stunned, your defenses technically don't actually go down, even though you can't take actions.
Yep. You need what? Vulnerable for that,
Yep.
or defenseless? One of the two.
Yeah. So Tweedledum will attempt his dodge save. He will make it, so he will not take damage from it because he gets out of the way in his semi-disabled, unaware state. Tweedledee will not get out of the way and will take another bruise. So yes, there is a flurry of chairs being thrown. Knocks Bill out in the Jabberwock's arms and hits Tweedledee to add to the generally bad day he's having.
And then you guys will just all hear Carrie go, "What the fuck is that giant thing?"
Fair.
Where is Carrie anyway?
Home.
She's she went home and
Yeah, she's at home.
Yeah, so she left the two her two drones just kind of in case you guys needed her for anything that you could contact her. And then turned it on after you guys were fighting in the diner. Like her plane landed, so she turned everything on to like see what was going on and just sees like a new person and then just like chaos and just panicked and was like had no idea what was going on.
Yep.
Shouldn't
So-
Carrie be used to that by now, though?
I was gonna
I
say.
know.
So
I mean, at this
same
point,
shit,
she's just
different
gonna,
day.
yeah.
Oh, look, it's happening again.
Gonna go ahead and take Bill off the initiative tracker because he's not doing much of anything. Babel, you're up.
Sorry, Bill.
I'm not sorry, Bill.
That's what you get for copyright infringement.
That's the second time Aaron's almost killed me with a reptile. So I'm waiting for Bill to show up as a PC in a couple of years.
Hey, now I've got an idea for our next campaign.
Ooh. He will take a quick glance at Moon and Orpheus. You two fine? Yeah, of course you're fine. Ooh, you're bleeding, but you'll be fine. Let's go over here. Look at this particular beauty. Go. Ready to give up? Nah, don't care. Let's try smash attack. Let's try something different.
Okay.
We're gonna just try and thump that little gauntlet he's got. And sure, I'll out and power attack for it. Let's just try and crutch. Probably gonna hit just a 16.
A
Yeah,
16.
they're having a very awful day.
Ah, it's all right.
Yep, 16 will not hit.
Okie dokie.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and re-roll that? As you know, I play just a little bit of a. I play the little bit that happens when Zelda discovers a piece of a heart, and it just fills you with little.
A little flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20. Or no, sorry,
25.
25. Yeah.
25 will hit.
So I don't know if you can even break his gauntlet. If not, it does not matter.
It does not matter. They are unbreakable.
Okay. Then I just hit it really hard.
Okay. That will take us to Tweedledum, who will start off by trying to break out of his stun condition. Fail. Second chance. We'll still fail. God damn it.
Hey, something's going right.
Tweedledee, who is having a terrible, no good, awful day. What is he gonna do?
Just saying, if you never played Means of Masterminds with a D10, try it. It's great.
It's a ton of fun, guys.
You joke,
You
but
like-
I've done that before on accident.
Yeah.
I'm apparently doing that.
God. And he's staggered, so he can't even do what he wants to do.
Hit and run away.
Oh, but he could go fatigued.
Surrendering is a free action.
Surrendering is free action. That's not what he wants to do, though.
Ah,
Oh, shit. Doesn't matter. He's not able to break out of the mental effect that he's been fighting under this whole fight. So he's just going to keep fighting. Let's see. At the moment, Alice still seems like the biggest threat since, she's the one who keeps doing terrible things to him. So yeah, he's gonna slug Alice and go ahead and power attack her. Because why not? No, actually he won't, because remember that you're fairly dodgy. Yeah. Ugh. 2 on the die is not going to do us any favors.
Oh, it's going to do us a lot of favors.
Yeah. So he'll take a swing at Alice and miss. I will allow Babel, Harper, and Alice to make an insight check if any of them care enough to.
Sure. I'm curious about this man. Oh, there's my one above a 10 roll. 24.
I see Babel is very good at insight.
absolutely.
21.
Alice and Harper, you can tell that Tweedledee and Tweedledum seem to be operating under some form of mind control.
Well, now I feel bad.
I don't. They're still super villains.
They are still super villains.
Does
Jabberwock.
does anybody share that with the class?
No.
No.
No. Harper doesn't even think to share it right now because it's sort of a
I mean, I feel like Alice shoots Harper a glance, but then just like,
It's interesting, but not terribly relevant.
no.
yeah, kind of.
Okay. So then I guess the guy who can actually take care of those things won't.
Nope.
Don't worry, I
At
can
least
take
not
care of
yet.
these things too.
The good old butt whooping takes care of a lot of things.
What's the
True.
Jabberwock doing? You have a unconscious Bill in your claws.
He'll drop the unconscious Bill.
Okay.
Oh, I thought maybe he was gonna have a sneaky snack.
He wants a snicky snack, but he
Tastes like chicken.
shouldn't. And he knows better than to eat without being told he's allowed to. So instead, he's gonna have to carefully snake himself a little. Gotta adjust how he's snaked.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of peer his head in behind Alice. So I just realized we have all this. We don't have him with reach.
No, but as a creature of his size, he does have a +2 reach.
Cool. I was hoping he would. I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Cool. He wants to grab one of them, or attack and then grab if he needs.
Which one?
The one that I hate, D.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Jesus Christ.
A 14 will not grab D.
He's gonna fatigue himself to try to attack again.
Okay.
Because I'm really not worried about him not being able to move his full speed.
Rude.
18?
An 18 will not hit D's parry.
Jesus.
It would hit his dodge, but not his parry. Harper.
He has all out attack. I should have had him all out attack,
You should have, but you didn't.
but I didn't.
So Dumb is still stunned. D is pretty well beaten up and is staggered.
All right, which one is which? Who is standing right in front of me?
Standing right in front of you is Dumb.
Okay. All right, we'll hold off on that for a
I am
minute.
so mad, by the way, that you guys stunned one of them right away because they have so many cool abilities that involve working off of each other.
Yep. So which one looks like they're ready to fall over first?
Tweedledee.
All right, I will punch that guy.
Okay.
So if a character is being mind controlled by somebody that is now no longer conscious, do they continue to be mind controlled or will that go away?
Depends on the power. Depends if the person that's controlling them actually is unconscious.
Yes, both of those things.
Okay.
It depends on how the power was set up, and it also depends on whether or not the person who was controlling them is actually unconscious. Like he said.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know
my
that
hero
a
point.
18 didn't hit from the
Yeah, I
Jabberwock.
know. Like I said, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I have my hero point.
Okay, I'll take your hero point.
Also, I don't think I said this out loud. I think it was in my head that I was all out in power attacking.
You did not say that. Thank you for letting me know.
I think that was just in my head.
Okay.
Sorry. So makes it a 22 to hit,
Well, that will hit.
and a 28. on the power
Uh,
attack.
don't like that. That is a 19. So fail by 9. Not enough for a second stagger. More bruises. He is really having a terrible, terrible, no good day.
Yep. I will look over at Babel and go, shift. And I'm just gonna like jump up and over.
Okay. Alice. Say, Orpheus, I would have given you the ability to make the insight check, but you've got a Jabberwock between the two, you and him.
I didn't when you asked to make the check, though.
True, but there was still a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna try to smack him again with a sword.
Okay.
We're just gonna actually this time we'll go all out and power.
Okay.
So 25.
That'll do.
Cool. That's a 25 for the DC.
23. One more bruise.
I'm gonna fatigue myself and swing again.
Okay.
Still all out power. 22. I don't like him.
I mean, he is
I
made
mean,
of...
he's got like 1,700 bruises. Eventually, he's gonna be in the negative.
I mean, you exaggerate slightly. He does have 5 bruises, though. He currently has a toughness of 7.
Like I said, eventually,
Yep.
we'll get it.
You don't get all those abs by not being tough.
I mean, they are made of muscle, but
Look, I can tell there's something wrong in your brain right now with like how you're thinking, but like really, if you would just surrender, this would be easier.
do you say that out
Almost.
loud?
Yes.
It's almost like they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly the frustrated muttering, but yes.
You can literally see in his eyes that he wants, like, you can tell he kind of would like to and cannot.
Poor man. Can you fix that thing in their head? I'm looking at the people who I don't know anything about.
No, years of failed schooling and bad parenting can't be fixed that easily.
Are you
Shut
still
up,
muttering
Babel.
that, or are you suggesting something is wrong with them?
Yes, that
loudly?
is much louder than muttering.
Shut up, Babel. Hey, it's Orpheus, right?
Yeah.
Orpheus is the one that's with us.
Yep.
Eurydice is still in
Hey.
Hades.
Orpheus, brain stuff.
Oh, is that a fact?
I still think it's traumatic childhood.
I mean, probably.
I
But
think you're a traumatic childhood.
Had a wonderful upbringing.
I will then play a highly syncopated counterpoint melody, and do a counter charm. Nullify power level 10.
What is
Babel.
the nullify effect?
What is the what?
What does the nullify affect?
Mental effects.
Okay, then that can work. I need to pull up a different character sheet. Give me a moment. Okay,
Yeah, I'm spending a hero point.
got it. I think is nullify an opposed roll or is it a static D10
Oh, I
plus?
don't know.
It should be opposed versus the power level.
I thought it was
the-
opposed.
Okay.
Let's see here. Nullify can counter effects of make a range attack, but it is as
Perception.
with all of my powers, perception, hearing.
Right.
Make an opposed check of your nullify rank and the targeted effects rank or the target's will defense, whichever is higher.
Whichever is higher. Okay.
Is it
If
area?
you are
effect?
targeting the subject of an effect rather than the effect's user, make an opposed check of nullify rank versus effect rank.
Okay.
Is an area effect nullify or just a single target?
It is selective.
Is it area effect or single target though?
It is area effect.
And so they
Yeah.
also get a reflex then to avoid it before making the will check. With perception.
Technically, yes, they do get a dodge check to avoid, but
You're avoiding hearing something.
well, that would be like covering your
Okay.
ears. or-
Yeah.
Oh,
In this particular case, I'm going to say that they don't make an attempt to avoid it because they don't have a reason to know to do so.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh yeah, because my powers are also subtle.
right. So the first one is going to be for Tweedledee.
I rolled a 26.
$22, so that will break the affliction upon him. Tweedledum. Gets a 12.
Yikes.
So that will break the affliction on both of them.
Yay! I did a good.
You did.
let me guess. The first thing they're gonna say is "we surrender."
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, talking's a free action, so they will say, all right, we don't want to fight you. Well, Tweedledee will say that. Tweedledum is still stunned, so still can't. But
He's like, oh.
He's still doing the freaking.
Marcus, you're up. Because even though they have said they wish to surrender, there's still all sorts of possibilities for that not to actually happen.
Well, I'm not going to exacerbate that problem.
Okay.
I will just keep my head on a swivel, trying to make sure we don't have any other trouble.
Okay.
I'll ready an action to blast somebody if they make a hostile action towards one of my compatriots.
Fair enough. So I guess you could also, you could always use the capture device on the unconscious Bill.
Oh, can I make a perception check to see if he regenerates like other wizards do?
Sure. Perception or treatment, whichever is better.
Oh, would you believe I'm smarter than I am perceptive?
Yes.
18.
He does not currently show any signs that he is healing from his wounds at an accelerated rate.
I'm putting him in the capture bubble anyway.
Okay.
I don't trust it. I know enough about Ophidians not to mess with them.
I actually find it kind of weird that Bill does not have regeneration, but I didn't write the character sheet.
That is weird.
Carrie and friends.
Cherry's still freaked out by this giant Jabberwocky.
That's
so,
fair.
And she's just gonna like stare at him.
Okay.
And just wonder if she can get Jan or Marsha over there to, you know, use their little grabby hands. But she's not going to try now because she doesn't want it to eat her. So.
Okay. Babel?
Don't exacerbate things. Don't exacerbate. All right. So D surrendered. Dumb is still
Dumb
push
and
HI.
Dumb.
I'll reach out and grab Dumb. Just Well, not hurt him, but just get a hold of the little tyke. Try to.
Okay.
19.
A 19 actually is not enough to grapple him.
Sure enough. Take a wild swing, missing him.
All right, let's see if Dumb can finally break out of the stunned condition that Orpheus gave him so long ago. No. He will.
Am I
Go,
able to
nope.
release it?
You probably can actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and once I broke it, go ahead and release
Okay.
that on him.
So then Tweedledum will also say, "Yeah, what my brother said. We don't want to be fighting you guys. We don't even want to be with these assholes."
And also, ow.
Dumb hasn't taken any damage.
Oh,
Because I didn't hit him.
He got stunned from your mental effect, but he hasn't taken any damage.
okay. I guess I got them mixed up.
D is the one who's gotten beaten up a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Then we can go ahead and drop out of combat, unless someone wants to do something horrible.
I mean,
Lucky, go grab the unconscious mad one.
Yes, of course. Being sent to fetch and carry. That is an appropriate use of my abilities.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you rather me tell you to go back to being tiny?
Oh, Alice, we may have a problem.
What?
He's not there.
You literally pinned him to a wall.
You will notice that the door that he was pinned to is open.
Okay. Well, correction. You focus on getting a scent on him, and we will track that.
hey, Jabby guy, you and me, we're going to go track this guy down.
Actually, I'm gonna come with. Do you rest of you want to question that?
That
I'm going to take a look around and see if I see any clues of our erstwhile companion.
So the Jabberwock will go over and he will say, "The scent simply vanishes."
It vanishes?
Yes.
Great.
It goes through the doorway and then does no longer exist.
Through the doorway, then through the looking glass.
Tweedledee will then say, "That would be their little mouse thing."
They had a mouse?
They had a mouse.
That's adorable. I'm going to flop down on the couch and put my feet up.
They
I'm gonna
call him
lean.
Dormouse. Ugh.
yeah, it's Alice in Wonderland. I mean,
Why?
do you people not read?
They
I
are going
liked
to
it!
also start looking down at what they're wearing and just like ripping the Tweedledum and Tweedledee clothing off of themselves, revealing their superhero or their supervillain costumes underneath them. But
It was nice of them not put that on top of your clothes.
yes.
Although it'd be funnier if they just started ripping the costume off and then realized, oh shit, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
You're complaining they put more clothes on you. That's new.
Ugh.
I mean, they did
Find
put him
that
into the.
scrawny little rip his head off.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Like, does he have a car?
I was thinking the same thing.
What?
Did you get
They
very
said,
far?
"Tell me more, tell me more."
Oh,
Did
like
you
the
get
theme
very
song.
far?
No, I got it.
God.
Sorry, just took me a second.
So
Good
why are
claim
you
it.
guys here?
They pick you up at a burger joint and drag you here against your will.
Did anybody restrain them?
No,
No,
not yet.
not yet. No, but Alice hasn't put away the sword.
Yeah.
Apple's just sitting down across from them on the couch looking at him.
Why would we restrain them? They were fighting against their will.
They're
They're
still
still
super villains.
Yeah.
Have
I
they
mean-
actually committed a crime
Yeah,
of their own free will?
several.
Yes.
Lots
They were
of
super
them.
villains before they were Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I get that.
You mean like since we got here? No, they haven't had enough time.
I promise you there are warrants out for the arrest of these two.
If there are, we can deal with that. but
Probably
I-
in many, many places.
You guys don't exactly look like federal agents.
What? I think I'm dressed rather nicely for the occasion. I don't have a tie like your lizard, but
I mean, I
Harry,
hate,
are there any outstanding warrants?
I
Oh,
hate to
yeah.
I hate to criticize you in return, but despite not looking like federal agents, you didn't exactly look like supervillains. You looked like idiots.
Yeah, that would, like I said, that's because of that scrawny little fuck.
Names?
They called him the rabbit.
The rabbit
Yeah.
The white
He
rabbit, you
did
know.
try to steal everything from Wonderland. Jesus Christ.
Carrie will send Jan over to kick Babble's feet off of the coffee table.
yeah.
So
Harry,
I'm going to show you guys another handout
Yippee!
because I have lots of them.
Yippee!
I'm reaching over and grabbing Jan, and she is no longer going to be flying around.
Professor Daffodil.
Point the camera at Orpheus.
So these are the
Please.
known members of the Looking Glass Gang. There is the White Rabbit, Bill the Lizard, the Dormouse, Alice, the Mad Hatter, and the Red Queen.
Hey, wait a minute. We have an Alice.
One of these things is not like the other.
They have a fucking robot.
You're not worried about Timu U?
You know what a robot is?
Yes,
Carrie, can you
do you
Carrie,
not?
can you please check to see if there are any open warrants?
You
Yeah.
will hear lots of beeping, and she will just say, yes.
Were you actually pushing buttons, or were you actually sitting at your desk beeping just to make it sound like you were doing something?
Beep beep boop boop beep boop
So,
beep boop boop
That's
beep
what I-
boop.
You're
given
beeping.
the delay, the way you said that,
Ah,
sounds like you're emphasizing that you didn't check.
Why would he say that? Point the camera back at Orpheus.
No, I'm saying this out of character. Like I'm trying to like.
Oh.
Did you purposely say it like that, or were you just being
No.
silly?
she was just like overwhelmed by how many were coming up.
Yeah. There are a couple.
They have rap sheets.
I'm gonna pull
I'm
my
just-
phone out and text my totally not my girlfriend and find out how quickly they can get to wherever the hell we are right now
Mystery.
Mr.
to make a pickup.
Yeah, so the short version of the Battle Brothers are by Aegis, they are classified as a yellow level threat. They have engaged in lots of robbery. They've never taken a hit, but they have definitely been muscle for hire, and people have died fighting them. They were in prison for armed robbery and assault before they got their superpowers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying that they are
Oh,
necessarily
right. They like
bad.
broke out. Yeah.
The question isn't whether they're bad people. The
Yeah.
question is there a legitimate reason to be detaining them? And so,
I mean, there are outstanding warrants, yeah.
like, did they break out of jail? Should they be serving a sentence? Have they committed crimes? That's all I'm wondering. And so it sounds
Yes.
like
I mean, they broke out of jail to become supervillains.
Yes.
Okay.
Or we'll go, you're gonna want to take those off. Pointing at their little superhero or supervillain gauntlet bullshit.
Good luck.
Those things are hard as hell. I cracked one, and it just
I was gonna say, what are
Where's
they
my nuts?
made of?
That's fine. But I mean, your heads aren't made of that.
They don't come off.
Can Carrie use them to basically tie them together?
Um,
Do they count as organic? Like, because if they can't come off, then they're part of them. Do they count as organic?
I'm gonna say in this particular case, because they are alien technology, yes.
Okay. I was just thinking she could just like smack them together and make them hold still.
Look,
But yeah. They're organic, she can't move them.
Yeah,
look,
big bro.
we don't want to be involved with them and this. We ain't gonna let you just send us back to jail, but we don't really want to fight y'all either.
Look, we can enemy of my enemy is my friend this, or at least get some info. What should we know about this Looking Glass gang?
Well, I'll tell you that that scrawny fuck, the rabbit, is able to do a mental whammy on you.
I saw that. All I know about their hatter is that he goes down rather easily.
Yeah, he's got like weird dimension shifting stuff all tied to his hat. He
I
like,
want his hat.
huh?
I want his hat.
He like can like toss it at you and like it'll grow and then shrink around you, and you can catch attacks inside the hat and they come back out and hit you.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
then
how
yeah,
come-
the dormouse, he's this weird sleepy little fuck, but he when he's awake, he can kind of open a door and open it anywhere.
That's probably why.
Do you know what happened to the person who owns this house?
Yeah, why y'all in this house?
Yeah, so the rabbit picked up this chick, and she's now, they're calling her the Cheshire Cat, and apparently it was her house, so he said it would make a good place to work out of. Apparently the mouse told him that they needed to come to this city and do some stuff.
Do you know where they would have gone after?
I know that so the cat and the queen and the rabbit there were out looking for something, and they told the rest of us to stay here, so that's what we were doing. We were still enough of ourselves that, you know, we were, and they kind of point to the TV, we were enjoying the football game. But yeah, we've all been staying here for the last 2 days.
Did you have
Okay.
a different place you stayed before here?
I mean, they move around a lot. We've only been with them for, what has it been, a month? I hear about that.
So the
But-
Cheshire Cat is a willing accomplice.
I don't know. I never saw her before we got here. She came
What's
back
she
with the
look
rabbit.
like?
Oh, I mean, she's a girl, I don't know, maybe 20. Hair's dyed purple.
Carrie will will like project a photo of oh my god, what's her
Erica.
name?
Erica.
Thank you, Erica. And you'll just hear out of the drone, just, is this her?
I mean, like I said, her hair's purple and she's wearing like this cat makeup and the ears, and she's dressed all gothy, but I don't know, it might be her.
Sweet baby Jesus.
How did they decide which one of you is Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
I'm sure that's a worthwhile question.
It's very important. I need to try to
It's
understand
obvious,
the
he's the older brother.
psychology of the.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds like a very Tweedledum answer to me. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he found us when we were getting some supplies at a truck stop.
What about the lizard in the other room? Is the lizard on them willingly, or is he also?
I mean, the lizard's been with them for like ever. I remember seeing on the news them operating with the lizard, so I don't know. I think he's with them out of his own choice. I don't
Awesome.
know.
Let's go tie up the lizard and question him.
Wasn't he already
Uh,
tied up?
He's in a bubble. I think old Moon stuck him in his timeout machine.
Yeah, so can we like go?
Just hang out here for a minute.
It's really cold out there. There's an unnatural blizzard caused by evil fae that's slowly invading the city and kidnapping people. You don't want to go out there, guy.
Yeah.
Not in those clothes.
I mean, cold's never been a problem. But
It's unnatural cold. It's
Oh, you
magical
could have
bullshit.
said it.
I could have. I didn't want to.
He could have, and he very purposely didn't.
Yeah.
Look, buddy, here. And I'll take the remote and put it in his hand and get the condescending tap on the back of his hand. You just watch the game there, big fella. We'll be right back with you.
Are you still holding Jan?
100%.
You just see like the little arm just like flailing around because she's trying to get out.
Alice will just happily walk over to the lizard, whistle for the Jabberwock.
Okay.
Come here. Hold up. Shh, shh.
I give Jan a small high five. There you go.
I want to wake up the lizard.
Okay.
I want to wake up the lizard, and I want the Jabberwock to be right behind me when I do.
Okay.
So that the lizard gets to be face to face with the Jabberwock.
Okay. Well, this is
Aggressive.
terribly troublesome.
I have some questions for you.
Hmm?
I have some questions.
Of course you do.
So, what are you doing here?
I was following my friend, my good
And-
friend, my very first friend.
And what is your friend doing here?
I tend not to question him. He has
So-
all sorts of wonderful, clever ideas.
So you know nothing.
I know nothing.
I've never thought to ask. I do know that this time around the Dormouse was the one who suggested to him that we come here, but
And you truly know nothing else.
I would say you should talk to the Dormouse. He was upstairs. He was sleeping.
I don't think those two are here anymore.
Oh, well, no, I don't tend to question things. I tend to listen to my good friend the White Rabbit and help with whatever his fun he currently is suggesting.
Good. Can I roll insight?
Sure.
That's a natural 20 for 27.
Yeah, the Bill does not seem to be trying to hide anything.
Damn. Okay.
So Bill's a doofus.
He's a cool fucking idiot. Okay, where would they have gone if they were hiding from here?
We don't have anywhere else we were hiding in town. We were using the Cheshire Cat's home as a base of operations, but I believe they went downtown.
Downtown. Awesome.
Yes.
Is there a place you guys were meant to meet up if anything went wrong with your operations here?
We were to wait here for them. With the mouse, with the Dormouse and with the Red Queen, it's rarely a problem for us to find each other again when need be.
You should probably use him as bait.
Oh yes, that is a excellent idea. You can definitely use me as bait to draw the rabbit out of hiding.
Are you being sincere? Or do I need to
I know,
keep
now I'm
my
like-
friend?
Like, do you just accept everybody that's talking to you?
I was being somewhat sarcastic. He's not an idiot.
Mhm. I just assumed they were all like you. My bad.
Oh, insults. That's the game we're playing. Very well.
I don't like you. Nor your little crew.
You know, you'd make an excellent Alice.
I hate to tell you. My name is Alice.
No, you can't be the Alice. We already have one. But if we
No.
needed a replacement,
Literally am Alice.
no, I understand that your name may be Alice, but
I'm gonna place the vorpal blade to his neck. No, listen. Went through Wonderland myself. I'm the one your story was named after.
I don't see how that's possible.
Wonderland's a very interesting place, you know?
No, we're all from Wonderland.
No, you're not. I just left Wonderland.
You can say that I'm not from Wonderland. I can say that you're not from Wonderland.
Oh my gosh. You are all mad.
Say it.
Can I just eat him?
It's a tempting offer, but no.
Very well.
He could be of more use alive.
He could be of excellent use inside my stomach.
I doubt that you'd be hungry again in a minute.
No, he's 7 feet tall. I'm sure I'd be full for at least half an hour.
Oh, my apologies. I hate hearing him talk. Can you knock him out?
From the other room, you hear, "Oh my God, put your flag away! You need glasses."
Slowly point Jan towards the living room so she can look in there.
Is Harper watching the game with Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Sure is.
Okay.
That's where I left Harper. So I wasn't too worried about him running because, like, Harper's in there. That's gonna be the stupidest thing they could do.
Well, can you knock him out?
Yeah, you can walk. The Jabberwock can knock Bill out.
Well, done listening to him. He's an idiot. They're unaware, and the others are gone. Lovely.
Yeah, that tracks.
Haven't met you. You're the friend that one mentioned having in his head, aren't you?
No, if anyone called me their friend, they're absolutely lying. Oh, sorry. All right, Jan, go play. Let her go.
Friend.
Sure. So we gotta go find some people. Let the two dudes in the onesies run along and play in the snow and find a bunch of rejects. Cool.
The Jabberwock is going to shrink back down and jump onto your shoulder.
Hello?
Angry little pudding lizard.
What?
It's crowded.
Well, if you didn't eat so much and get so fat, it wouldn't be that bad, but you had to put on weight.
Oh, I assure you, this is him not having eaten that much.
Eat him next.
You are not eating him.
Babble, please don't upset the interdimensional being.
It's a pudding lizard, and he can't get angry. They don't understand it. Pudding lizards don't have that feeling.
They definitely do.
No.
I'm the one who has to listen to him.
Right, he does righteous indignation. He doesn't do anger. It's fine. Harper, there you go. What's the score? I mean, you want to go hunt down a dude in a hat and a queen and a mouse, apparently.
Do I get to punch them?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Probably.
Then yes.
You can probably smack around Vance a little bit since she's being a little bit crazy. She gets vampire teeth. Now she wants to go into her cat phase.
I think we should probably put off, beating up the boss's kid.
I didn't say beat her up. I just said knock some sense into her like a good adult. It's just solid parenting.
I still don't understand all of you.
That's okay. We don't understand us either. Hey,
Yeah.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Get the fuck out of here.
Done.
See you guys.
They will go through the front door and then jump, and very quickly are out of sight.
I bet the shrinkage is terrible out in the snow. So, they're not going to come back here. We know that. So we got to go find them. And we got a little lizard to take care of. I just mean take him with us, not, like a cop looking at you, little miss thing.
It's
Mm-hmm.
one mistake.
All right. Well, I'm gonna finish searching around upstairs, just in case there's a hint of whatever the hell they're doing here in this town.
Okay.
Before we
Yeah,
go
I,
off half-cocked out into the blizzard.
I would
Yeah,
also like to go poke around.
I'm taking Bill and we're going weekend at Bernie's in the living room.
I don't know what we're looking for, so I'm gonna join him on the couch. Apparently,
And try to understand American football.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. What the fuck are they calling football? This isn't how it's played at all.
All right. Anyone who is searching the house may give me an investigation check.
I do feel bad though, because Battle's gonna be able to really quickly get her to go from "what the hell is this" to yelling at the game.
So Carrie is gonna scan and investigate specifically the door that they left from,
Okay.
just with the intention of like seeing if there's anything residual that she can see or notice or sense of
Okay.
anything. So do you want me to do investigation or do you want me to do magic? Or both?
Either. Whichever is better.
They're the same, so that's why I was like, I don't really care which one I pick. But I felt like this one was more like scanning for magical things.
Sure.
Okay.
The problem is you don't exactly have any sort of like magical senses that are built into their cameras.
Right. It's more of just like she'd be able to tell like
Sure.
that
Like if there's any
col-
runes or markings.
yeah, like the colors are different or
Sure.
like something like that, that she would be like, okay, that's because they used this kind of a spell or something.
Sure thing. What do we get?
I don't know. It's thinking.
It's
Really?
hanging.
It's a mystery.
It's recalculating my spleens.
I got a big 18 on my investigation check because 18's my number today.
Apparently.
I got a 21 on my general investigation check.
Did I? Okay,
got a
I'm
rock.
gonna take my roll.
You got a rock.
I got it.
I've got a jar of dirt.
I got an 8 on
Oh.
Dirt.
got an 8 on sleight of hand to make Bill the lizard move around like weekend at Bernie's.
Oh my god. I
Oh.
thought that was my 8. I was about to be real pissed. I was like, how do I have a negative? My
So you
magic
can't
is
get an 8
15.
on an investigation check.
Oh, contraire.
Okay, I've tried to roll like 6 times. All right, let me try and just manually do it.
They're all gonna come popping up.
They are going to.
I know, they're all-
All right. So what I will tell Harper, what you are able to determine is so the upstairs of this building, of this house, has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. You're very quickly able to determine that the dormouse was sleeping in the master bedroom, but there are signs that there was a full-sized human in there as well, so you're guessing that was probably the White Hatter. or the White Rabbit. There is a room that looks like it was made up for a group of teenage boys, and you're fairly certain that despite the fact that they're tiny little twin beds, that's where Tweedledee and Tweedledum were being forced to shack up.
Adorable.
This gang sucks.
There is a study up in the upstairs with a leather couch that you can find some scales on, so you're pretty sure that's where Bill was. There is a fairly nice bedroom that has clearly been used, but then was like the bed was fastidiously made, and everything is neat and clean, but there are some long blonde hairs on the pillowcase. And then the last bedroom, which faces the front of the house, is a utter and complete and total mess. And there are objects, like one of the chairs in that bedroom is partially embedded in the wall. Not like it's been thrown in the wall, but like the wall opened up and then sealed around it. You're guessing that's where the Hatter was?
Yeah.
On the lower level, there is a master bedroom, another, not a master bedroom, because the master bedroom's upstairs and is much larger, but a fairly nice room where you find Erica's backpack from school and a suitcase with a change of clothing in it, or a couple of changes of clothing. None of what is in her suitcase looks like she's gone back to like her goth look per se. Like it's all, nice, reasonable clothing for a teenage girl with some money to wear. However, you do see a partially or a opened tub of purple hair dye and some tags from.
Sorry, my internet blinked out and stream went down for a second.
Stops.
Okay, I think it's back now.
There you are.
Am I live again? No.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet blinked out. The stream went down, but it should be back up now.
We're all in the wrong place, but
I'm in the right place.
Oh yeah, please get me out of this place. I don't want to be in this place. I don't want to be here.
But yeah, so essentially what you can see is that Erica clearly planned to come, stay for at most 2 days, and then go back home. You'd also, but then yeah, there's the gothy clothing and the makeup and the hair dye. And there's also her wallet and cell phone are in the room. They're not with her.
All right. Anything in her backpack or, kind of looking through her phone that suggests? Do we know why she came here?
Yes. Director Vance had told you that she'd done the scribble lifting off of a pad of paper and got the address and phone number for Calvin Vathek.
Right. Okay.
And that the sheet of paper that was missing from the notepad that grandma lifted is in Erica's wallet.
Okay.
Although you will see that.
Bless you.
Is our audio still off?
Yeah.
Warden said something about our audio.
It's all blinking the correct way for me.
Warden, let us know if you can hear us now.
Yeah, it looks like it is doing what it's supposed to.
Sorry. One thing that you will see.
No. We have no audio.
We have no audio.
I'll close the audio and read.
Why don't we go ahead and take.
All right, we're on break. we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. This is still the Untold Stories Project. This is still Something in the Dark, and hopefully you are hearing me right now. If you are, please let us know in the chat, and if not, I'm just going to keep babbling on as if there's an audience. Hey, Warden can hear us. Yay.
Yay.
You can hear us on Twitch. How we doing on YouTube?
Lovely.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
So, when we left off, because we were having some audio issues, our heroes, having vanquished the members of the Looking Glass gang who were in Erica's house, were investigating the house to determine what they could find. They've basically gotten a picture of the fact that Erica had come to the house to find and speak with Vathek. And then about a day later came back to the house with the members of the Looking Glass gang who have been making themselves comfortable. Also, when they came back, Erica had apparently dyed her hair purple, got all sorts of gothy makeup and clothing, and is presumably well and truly down the rabbit hole now.
Don't.
So, I believe that's kind of where we left off. Aunt Puppy, with your investigation check, there are no obvious signs of magic. So
Okay.
whatever was done to the doorway is not a spell. It is probably some sort of inherent ability of the dormouse.
Okay.
I will, Harper will make a point to grab the blonde hairs and the lizard scales to pass off to, probably Marcia.
For science.
Well, because we don't know who the blonde is, because nobody actually said anything about Alice.
That's true. Yeah, when he said blonde, at first I was like, was Erica blonde? I was like, I couldn't remember. And I was like, I don't think she was blonde.
I
Nope,
mean,
she's kind of a
The
strawberry.
lizard said they already have an Alice. Does that mean she's blonde? We don't know.
I mean, you guys do have the picture of the known members of the Looking Glass gang.
And she's very much blonde.
She is very much blonde.
Yeah.
So, Carrie will send, because Carrie had Marcia scan the room, and so she's going to send Jan over to Harper and kind of take the phone and see if she can figure out any GPS locations. So I'm assuming that's investigation.
Sure.
Let's see if all 15 of my investigation rolls pop up. We're just one. Like, one would be nice. All right. The dice are pretty much saying go fuck yourself today.
Apparently.
That would be a 31.
Okay. So, the picture that you are able to get by doing, pings on the cell phone's location since Thursday, show you pretty much what you expected. There was, the phone was, off during the flight, turned on when they landed, used to call an Uber that brought Erica to the house, or brought the phone to the house anyways. Was there until the morning, left, went to coordinates that match the location you have for Vathek's, written on the sheet of where Vathek's, where they're going to meet, which with a quick internet search you can determine is a warehouse. Erica went there. The thing after that gets a little puzzling, because from the warehouse, the GPS of the phone suggests that it kind of appears and disappears and appears and disappears and appears and disappears all around Mystery.
As if they're walking through doors that were created by magic.
Perhaps. And then after about 6 or 7 random disappearances, one of those disappearances is into the nearby mall. And then back to the home. And then the phone has been back here since that time. All of that happened during the day on Friday.
Okay.
and the phone has not left this house since Friday.
Okay. And she doesn't have any weird communications or anything like that that would...
You do see a text message to the number that you have for Vathix saying that they were going to meet at 12 o'clock on Friday.
Okay. You said it's
today?
Today's Sunday.
Okay.
Getting fairly late on Sunday at this point, actually, but not like into the night, but late afternoon. So, sun is going down, and it is getting cold. Not that it wasn't already cold, but
Carrie's gonna ask if she can commit a felony.
What?
Or two. Because Carrie wants to see if she can track... What's his name? Balfour?
Vathix.
Bathek. If she can track him, and if she can tap into the cameras around the warehouse. Or, yeah, the warehouse that they were meeting at.
Okay.
Carrie, you can trust to be Carrie.
I will tell you right away that you can tell that the number that Erica called is not a cell phone; it is a landline.
Oh, God.
Who
How
has
did it
those?
text?
Oh, right, yeah, no, he did text. No, I guess it was.
I mean, aren't there like still numbers that are like hooked up to like computer systems inside of someone's business?
There
or
are.
Am I insane?
But you can't necessarily text.
Both
them.
of those things can't be true simultaneously.
Yeah.
No.
It's a baller Vathik is. He can text on a rotary phone.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, he's magic.
Yeah.
Look, we said landline, not rotary phone.
Yeah, I mean, everything
Uh,
can be fixed with magic.
In any case, you can tell that the number is not moving around from the warehouse.
Okay.
So,
Could also just be that he has a burner phone that he keeps at the warehouse, and that's the only one he really texts people with.
Also possible. Yep.
so while all of this is happening, Harper is going to retreat back to the couch,
When you get
kind of take
when
up
you-
a super rude position on the back of the couch, feet in the cushions, and text an update to Director Vance.
when you
Okay.
get back, said Babel's looking over at Alice, just going, "All right, little Miss Murder. So that's how you do the wave. You ready? Oh,
She'll
come on.
join. She's
There
confused.
it is. He's making her hold the lizard's other hand too, so the lizard's in the
Oh,
middle
the
of this
lizard's on her
wave.
shoulder. She doesn't get it. She can't convince him otherwise.
No,
Oh,
no,
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 no.
no.
Bill the lizard,
Oh,
not,
Bill the
Bill.
lizard.
Okay.
not
Yeah.
Jabberwock.
Not the pudding lizard. The lizard
She's
lizard.
also just sitting here going like, "This isn't what football is."
Imagine the Jabberwocky
Also,
doing the
Pretty
wave.
sure they do the wave in Premier League. Pretty sure Alice would know what the wave is.
In Victorian England, they did the wave.
She's from all the way out of town, not like out of town. She doesn't do soccer.
I mean, you tell me, but
I mean, they might do the wave in croquet. I don't know. I've never really watched a game.
No, it was
normally
purely
in
in
the games
polo.
of croquet I was playing it to not be executed.
Well, it's good stakes. It makes you really invest in it instead of half-assing it, so you should be proud. All right, wave's coming back. Ready? Whoa. There you go.
Is there penalties for excessive celebration and execution croquet?
It's more so you have other things on your mind.
I do have two questions that are perhaps relevant.
Sure.
When Muse and Carrie got on the plane to go back to NOLA, presumably Muse returned Mr. Quackers to Harper so that, Harper wouldn't start to die.
Yes.
Yes, we covered that already.
Did we discuss what happened to the tablet that puts Babel away?
Sure did, Bob.
I thought Muse said they gave it to somebody.
I was pretty sure I had Muse give it to Harper, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh man.
I mean,
felt my
Harper's
same.
got 2 tablets that'll put Babel away.
Right now we're watching the game. We're buddying up. We're learning. We're developing as a team. We're bonding.
One of those tablets is Tom's.
So, I still don't understand. You're looking for someone here.
Yep.
Why?
Because she's a little lost girl, and we want to find her and bring her back to her mom, who's deathly worried. You should be all over that.
Grandmother.
What?
She doesn't need to know.
Babble's lying through his teeth anyway.
Okay.
I mean, that was pretty honest.
Yeah. Close enough for government work.
Right, okay.
The Cheshire Cat.
Lumptus.
So yeah, we got
I
to get
saw
her
what
back.
you did there.
You're welcome.
Right.
And you're here murdering Faye. It seems like you have a much easier time of this and isn't related to ours at all. But this way, if we find more Faye, we'll help you murder them. If we find more people that are taking your shtick, you can help us beat them up. We all win. It'll be great.
It's not exactly a shtick, but right.
No, but that's how it works. See, build bridges. I hold up Bill's hand and high five it.
Okay.
Plus, we didn't want you murdering more cops. We felt we could keep an eye on you this way. They're not going to
see.
say it, but I will.
I assumed that much.
See? A little honesty goes a long way. We're building trust.
I was mostly
Wait, did
just...
that guy die?
No, the lizard's not dead. He's just unconscious. Oh, the cop did
No.
die.
No, I saved his life. I've helped him.
He's fine. He didn't die. It's fine.
His girlfriend's not a widow, and we called the cops, and they forgot we were ever there.
His girlfriend couldn't be a widow anyway.
I was
Hey.
literally just saying that, thinking the same thing.
So, Harper, did you find anything?
I mean, his girlfriend could be a widow. It would just
Uh,
have nothing to do with whether or not he died.
Right, unrelated.
Unrelated to him.
I mean, his girlfriend's like 20, so that would be a little weird if she was a widow, but it's not impossible.
I mean, it depends on what year she was born.
Carrie's just sitting here listening to this talk about a police officer, and he's just like, what the fuck happened when I wasn't paying attention?
I made a mistake. I made one mistake. Apparently, that's all I get known for. It's
Well, I mean,
It's
a
kind of
big
called a
mistake.
first impression. It's not like, hey, how you doing? I'm Alice from some made up world. It was, hey, I'm Alice Murder.
okay.
So-
Well, once again, you can't exactly lead a conversation with that.
You can't lead a conversation with murder.
Try to lead a conversation.
I mean, to be
You
fair, you
did.
can. It just also ends the conversation as well.
the conversation.
Right, boring conversation anyway.
The conversations all started in the middle of the fight. So
So next time, say hi.
I
It's
didn't know
okay.
who
You're
you were.
fine. Not to us, to the cop. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're just a little lost puppy. It's okay.
Carrie, Jan will come up and kind of pinch the back of his hand.
Ow.
I just imagine she's got they're like little tiny crabby fingers that just pinch the back of his hand.
He's
Ooh.
he's gonna
Yeah.
pick up Jan again. Boy, what? Like hold it in front of it. Is
So
your team losing? Is that what's going on? Hold on. Set
Yes.
Jan down beside him on the couch on the other side.
I'm assuming there's a person behind those.
Oh yeah, say hi, Professor. He
Right.
points the
We
camera
we
at
talked in the
Alice.
car. I don't know anything about them.
She'll just project a picture of herself pre-accident.
Okay, well that at least gives me a face.
She's a sweetheart, let me tell you. Just part of gold, that one.
And Jan will just put her hands on her hips.
Why are you being all snazzy for, Jan? Come on, sit you back down on the couch.
Harper's just gonna like eyeball Babel because there's something going on with Babel, and she's not quite sure what it is.
I mean, your spidey sense just is perpetually going off every time
That's
it's
true.
around, so it's hard to
Uh-huh.
tell.
No, this is different. Just gonna keep an eye on that.
Seems like for the best.
So
So
is-
yeah, no leads? Any leads?
This is a GM question and a Jemmy question.
Hi.
And also a Deuce question. One of the three of you should know the answer.
C. Cuba.
Is the tablet that controls Babel, is it a legit tablet, like a stone tablet, or is
It
it like a
Yes.
computer tablet?
It
No,
is a
stone.
it's a
Stone
small
tablet.
clay tablet with
Okay.
Yeah.
lettering impressed into the clay that is hardened in time over stone.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So it's not like something like if Muse was like,
On a screen, no.
okay.
Yeah, no,
I-
it's not an app.
Okay. I was like trying to figure out, I was like, you kept calling it a tablet, but then it was like,
Yes.
it sounded like it had a screen. So then I was like, is it like a tablet or like a tablet?
It's a stone.
A stone. Okay.
Yep.
That is super helpful. Because I was like, well, shit, if we need to control Babel, I can easily break into that and control Babel.
No.
No.
No, it is the ultimate in low tech.
Yeah.
Old school.
Carries Achilles heel.
It is like a Rosetta Stone of Babel.
All right, so what's the plan, guys?
I
I
have
mean, you can certainly, take advantage of the hospitality of the DeWitt household, but
better than being out in the cold.
Oh no, we're so going out in the snowstorm at night. Just wait for it. But
Why
we
are
gotta wait for Moon and Orpheus to finish looking around, and then we'll compare notes, and then we'll go out there and do something silly.
Like?
Look for a group of murderous Lewis Carroll characters in the snow, or find a bunch of red caps carrying off little kids in the snow. Either one, or maybe both.
Or have a snowball fight.
Snowball fight.
or go try and talk to Vathek.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
perhaps we
I'm,
should have a conversation with this Vathek character.
I'm gonna take the phone back and literally just text. Did we meet?
So you're texting Vathek from Erica's phone
Yep.
saying, "Did we meet?"
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
And then you texted the director?
Yeah, I've already.
Yeah.
I was just sitting over there listening to everybody watching, just texting. Like,
So after a few moments, there is a response of, "I met with the owner of this phone. I don't believe we've had the pleasure."
not yet. Erica is missing.
That's unfortunate. Then after a few more moments, and she doesn't have her phone. I thought this generation never went anywhere without a phone.
Well, seeing as how I have it currently, no, she is without her phone, and is probably hanging out with the Looking Glass gang. Just wondering if you might be able to answer some questions between here and there.
I know nothing of the Looking Glass gang.
That feels like a lie.
It's a text. You can't read intonation out of a text.
That is not true. You just can't read it correctly.
Believe me, every single period is intonation in a text.
Why
That's
is he
true.
texting back in
Okay.
italics? That seems shifty.
Okay, period, K, and K period all mean entirely different things.
Fair enough.
All of them mean fuck you, Alex.
That said, someone who begins a sentence with, "I thought the people of this generation," probably don't put that nuance into their text messages.
Yeah, they definitely don't.
No.
So we know.
I would say he is texting in, full sentence case capitalization and punctuation.
Yeah.
No, he's old. He's not.
Yeah. So we
Very
know
old.
we already knew Vathek's location before we got here, right?
Yes.
Well, we know his
Well,
warehouse
he knew
location.
the location that Erica was supposed to be meeting him at. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where
so
the phone you're texting with, that's the only location it has shown going around is at that area.
Yep.
So either
Okay.
he has been stationary and lives there, or the phone is at least stationary in that location.
okay, so I will text back. with, you know, address or whatever. Are you currently at this location? Can we meet you there?
It takes a moment before there's a response.
A period.
I could be persuaded to meet if I knew who I was meeting and what could possibly benefit me from this arrangement.
Do we know what this guy? Do we know like what this guy's deal is? Like,
I am going to text him a photo of my moth tattoo. Nothing else.
Okay.
Because I 100% expect this guy to know who we are.
I was gonna say, like, what's his like? Was he like? Did Erica go to him because,
Erica thought he had a way to fix her.
but not like she doesn't like she didn't give away like why she thought this particular dude could.
I mean, she had been doing like internet research into finding people who
Okay, so
specialize.
similar to
cures.
the guy collecting those books.
Yeah.
You know, kind of knows what he's doing ish, but maybe not exactly what she thinks.
Oh, right. You weren't. Harry wasn't there when you guys realized what you knew about Vathek. So if you look in the in your journal,
Okay.
you should have in the Arc 5 folder something for Calvin Vathek.
Is that in the handouts?
Yeah, in the handouts.
And do people? Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah,
Isn't it neat?
I've given you guys a lot.
So many.
I'm sorry. Should I be less prepared?
Don't ever change.
You're looking for Calvin Vathek.
Yep.
Okay.
Second one down, right under Alice.
I got him.
Yep.
Because I was looking for a B because I thought it was Vathek.
It is
That's
with
what I
a
wrote
V.
down. So now I feel now I gotta go back and change my notes.
No, it is with a V.
It is with a V.
It's Calvin
What was the V?
Vathek. No,
Yeah,
Vathek with a
shared,
V.
shared B,
I
as in
heard
boy.
B, not
Ah.
V.
Oh, okay.
See? We're all fucked up. Okay, so he's just a magical dude. Okay.
He's got a carrot.
Who's also been around for.
He's some kind of alchemist.
I know, I was just making sure it wasn't like he was a dude that, you know, I mean, yes, he does obviously is older, so he doesn't know technology, but I just wanted to make sure like if I started doing shit, like if we started moving towards his location without telling him we were moving towards his location, would he be able to find us?
You don't know.
I don't even know that Harper's talking to him right now.
Also true, but
That answered my questions.
so. So you send him a picture of the moth
Yep.
tattoo.
Correct.
I could meet you at 8:30. I believe you already have the address.
8:30 it is. We'll see you there. And then I will go. We're gonna meet Vathek at 8:30 at his warehouse.
How the heck
what
you
we wanna
set that
do-
up?
I'm sorry, what?
How the heck you set that up? Looking back over his shoulder at you on the back of the couch.
With my brain powers.
Well, that's new. Nice.
What time did we say it was now?
About 7.
Okay. So, and how far from where we are now is this place?
It will, well, if the weather was not terrible, you could probably drive there in about 15 minutes. With the weather in the state it currently is,
We should leave now.
probably leave now. Yeah.
Could I lift the vehicle and hover it to where we need to go, so we don't even have to be on the road?
How much can you lift?
Well, we figured out I could lift 2 floors of an apartment building.
That's true, we did, didn't we?
That's pretty handy.
How much can you bench, bro?
I don't even
I'm-
lift, bro.
I'm also going to suggest, she will turn to the drones and go, I'm going to suggest that we leave one of you here, just in case they do come back. Because they don't strike me as, like, the smartest bunch.
Yeah, they weren't smart enough to have a contingency plan, so they're not very good criminals.
So Carrie will say that she can leave Jan. Jan has a patrol feature, so she will just kind of scan and hover and scan and just kind of detect movement and, you know. But I can kind of give her the directions of the house and kind of put it on autopilot so that if I need to, I can look back and see if anything popped in or out.
Looks like Marsha's coming with us.
Yeah, so I guess you probably could actually lift a van and move it.
Even with everybody in it?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
I mean,
don't
if you
weigh
can
more-
lift 2
I know,
floors of
but,
an
like,
apartment building.
I mean, I don't know how much like Babel weighs. Like maybe he is denser than everybody else. Like I don't know. He's a demon.
I mean, he is dense.
You're
I don't
trying
know.
to
I don't know if the math works out.
you're trying to fat shame me. I see how it is.
I was trying to dumb shame you, so whatever.
I accept
I
both
was
these
trying to.
things.
I was trying to dense shame you. I don't know. I don't.
Trying
That
to
boy's
mass
proper
shame
thick.
you.
Yeah.
Well, he is going to reach over and get the little bowl of Chex Mix and set it on top of Marsha. Just carry that for me, thanks.
And you'll just see her kind of like shake it off like a dog, and then just like flick you behind the ear, and then run over to Moon and like hide under his shoulder.
And I look panically at Babel, like, what the fuck does this robot think I'm going to do?
But you know the worst part about this, Jan's got to clean that up now. That's terrible. You can't leave that on the floor; it'll attract ants.
Babel, leave the robots alone.
It started it.
It's accurate. She did start it. He was putting his feet on the coffee table. It's super rude.
So, do we have a big jar with like a lid we can cut holes in for the lizard, or do we just have to? Yeah, we'll just carry him. Okay.
What?
Well, we're not gonna leave the lizard here by himself.
No,
Exactly.
Alice is just gonna look at you and then just pick the lizard up and throw it over her shoulder.
I mean,
That's how you get diseases, but okay.
do we need it alive?
I,
If we don't, I can feed
You
it to
probably
the dog.
shouldn't engage in cold-blooded murder.
It's not murder, it's survival.
Oh, okay.
You guys can figure this out. I'll be in the van. He's just gonna walk outside happily.
I mean, if we want it dead, I can once again feed it to
Why
the
do I feel
dog.
like Babel is?
I told you.
Yeah,
That is-
like I feel like Babel's like. I feel like he's like.
There's something going on with
Yeah.
Babel.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Babel sees that a conflict is arising, and so he's gonna let it percolate.
he's,
Yeah.
he's happy when conflict is afoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, except that usually he wants to stay around and watch it. There's something going on with Babel. Harper is gonna kind of roll her eyes and follow Babel.
I'm just carrying the lizard out to the van until I'm told not to.
I'm gonna get the heater going because it's cold out here.
Yes.
You can carry it, but I'm gonna keep the heater on.
I'm pretty
better
sure
keep the heater
the
on, it's
lizard needs the
cold-blooded.
sun. Yeah, I was gonna say the poor lizard's gonna get. He's gonna die if we don't put him in some warmth.
Do
Maybe
know
we should leave the lizard out
warm-blooded?
here.
Or cold-blooded?
He's a
I
lizard.
mean, it's a pretty good guess. He's a giant lizard.
Look, I'm just saying.
Should we wake
if
up
I
and ask
operate-
him?
If I operate
No.
under the assumption that he's cold-blooded, I'll make sure he doesn't die by having the heat on, then assuming that he won't die if I have him in the cold.
I understand. I don't have a problem with that logic. I'm just pointing out that he might not be.
All right.
Hey Babel, not Babel.
Yeah.
Hey
Oh.
Jabberwock, do you taste cold-blooded?
What?
I don't know. Do they have a taste? You're the one who ate lizards. I haven't.
Alex, you might be on mute if you're trying to talk.
I said, don't threaten to eat him.
I'm not saying he is going to eat him. I'm saying he's eaten things that are cold-blooded. Maybe they have a taste.
I could bite him and see the temperature of his blood.
You had your claws on him.
I don't taste things through my claws.
No, but you could have licked it off. Do you still have his blood in your claws?
I mean, touching him, you can tell that he is room temperature. He's not warmer than room temperature.
Yeah.
Just go with the assumption
Yeah. No, I'm going with
that
the
he's
assumption.
cold-blooded.
I mean, the thing is, if he's cold-blooded, you're gonna keep him alive. If he's warm-blooded, he's still gonna be thankful because it's fucking cold outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I am warm-blooded, and I would not like it outside right now either.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, but now Alice just has issues with the Jabberwock of, are you getting in my hair with bloody claws? What the fuck? I'm blonde. If you get blood in my hair, I swear to God,
No, of course I don't bring blood into your hair.
you better not.
I wipe it on your shirt.
My shirt!
Right,
I'm gonna give you to the weird drones.
Professor,
Yes.
can we get this show on the road?
Yep. And Carrie
before I
will
murder everyone in this car.
Carrie will close up all the doors, buckle everyone in their seatbelts. She's not safety first. And then she's going to put Marcia outside the back of the van, put in the GPS of where Marcia needs to go, and we'll lift the van and just magic school bus this bitch out of here.
All right.
Okay, this is confused. This confuses Alice with the.
So Harper, how much help do you think these seatbelts will be when this van comes plummeting back to Earth?
What the fuck?
I mean, I know you don't need seatbelts. I don't need seatbelts. I'm pretty sure nobody in this vehicle actually needs seatbelts.
I think Mr. Moon appreciates them.
I would appreciate a safety device.
We'll see.
I'm sorry, how's the car flying?
Magic, yes. She uses the same pixie dust that Santa uses for his sleigh to make things fly. It's quite impressive.
I'm not that stupid.
To be fair, it technically is magic. So
Yeah, no, it's
I
literally
followed
magic.
that part. I'm just not believing the pixie dust story.
Well, I mean, Santa doesn't have actual pixies. That's part of the lore, but neither here nor there.
This isn't Peter Pan. It's just magic.
Okay.
and then you
Right.
just hear all the, so I mean, however long it takes. You said it would take normally 15 minutes. I'm assuming it would probably, I mean, it's still blizzardy type conditions. It will still take her a little bit longer fighting
Yes.
those conditions.
Yep.
So I'm assuming like 20 minutes passes and she's just like, all right, guys, we're here. And she just lowers the vehicle down like with a thud.
All right. I have
Moon
put you
vomits.
all on a new map.
But it, she
A
did
map,
not
a
put,
map.
she did not put him like near the, like, I'm assuming the warehouse was an individual warehouse, like its own entity in its
In
area.
fact, it is a fenced-in warehouse. Like it
Yeah,
has
so-
a fence all around it.
Oh, okay, perfect. So she
I'm
kind of puts it,
literally-
like in the woods or something like kind of behind something else, so that it's not like in case he has cameras or motion sensors or magic spells that look for people intruding.
Okay.
At least the vehicle is safe.
Then I will go ahead and take the van off the map.
I am literally going to make everyone stay in the car until 5 minutes until we're supposed to be there. We're not just gonna show up early to the wizard's castle. That's just dumb.
Why not? He might appreciate punctuality.
Can is you'll see Marcia raise her little tiny silver claw hand.
No.
Like, can I go just like exploring?
No. We lost
Like-
somebody.
Ooh, who did we lose? I do like
Who
though that I
lose?
raised my hand and now I have a
Didn't
little.
lose anyone. We're all still here.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but something-
somebody messed up.
Shifted.
blinked in and
Something
out.
happened.
I'm moving
I
us.
saw the flicker.
Yeah, because I was because in my screen right now, I'm first, and I was not
Yeah.
first before.
We
I'm
shuffled.
Morpheus.
Oh, something, it happened again.
It's me and Jemmy, apparently. We keep flip-flopping where we're sitting.
I don't know why.
Right. So,
Uh,
what's the plan, gang?
Fuck.
well, wait, Babble, do you want to see some of the games I used to play when I was a little kid?
Absolutely. What do you got? I'll
Just-
turn down the radio.
Weird hand games. With very morbid themes.
Where did the fuck?
Looks like
Okay.
we lost Brandon.
No, I found him.
Did we?
Brandon's here.
I found he was
Okay.
behind Deuce. I couldn't figure out which window was which because I was fixing it and then it got fucked up again, and I was like, I don't know who was who.
Well, we lost
Thought-
Brandon on the stream. He's not on the Zoom call. But
Thought I felt
I
someone
don't know
breathing on
who-
my neck. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
all right.
How you doing?
So you're going to wait until 8:25.
Until about, yeah.
Okay. The
So-
door is right here.
Carrie will attach Marsha to Moon.
Oh, right. I should not have Carrie there. I should have a drone there, shouldn't I?
Should we be able
Correct.
to see something?
I will just wear Marsha like a backpack.
Okay, she's not that big. She's sitting on your shoulder.
Oh, I thought she was much bigger.
No, she's
Uh,
like,
No, she's like the batteries not included drone.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. No,
Or like the little drone from
from
Um,
Fallen Order.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Leia's little drone.
Aaron,
Uh,
should I be able to see something?
Morpheus is there. From the
some reason-
Up the
bottom.
stairs? Are you
Hey,
saying
no,
up the
nothing.
stairs is the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Harper will go first. And will knock.
Okay. The door will open, and you will see Calvin Vassic. You're looking into a room that is basically it's an office of the warehouse, or at least it's the lobby of the office. You get the impression that there is much more before you get into the warehouse portion of the building. And he says, "Do come in."
Not there.
And he will plop himself down on the couch, put his feet up on the coffee table, and say, "So how can I be of assistance?"
Man, I like this guy's style.
I'm just
Marsha.
following Babble. He's the one I find the most interesting so far.
Oh no. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now I ended up on. Damn it, Marsha.
Marsha,
There we
Marsha,
go.
Marsha.
She keeps ending up on top of people.
That sounds like Marsha.
Get it together, Marsha.
Should have left more drones.
Well, Mr. Vathic, we are following a couple of leads for an investigation looking into the whereabouts of our friend who seems to have been in contact with you.
Yes, Miss Vance.
That's the one.
She seemed to think you had a cure for what ailed her.
Yes, we spoke. Well, she's a charming girl. Seemed to be suffering from some sort of curse. Fairly cute. The fangs aren't a bad look for her. She wanted her curse removed, or failing that, help to control her bloodlust. And yes, I was able to provide some assistance.
With the former or the latter?
Elaborate.
Did you help give her a cure, or did you help with satiate the bloodlust? Or somewhere in the
no,
middle?
Yes, no, I had no ability to cure her condition, but I was able to help her control. I sold her an amulet, which should give her some assistance in controlling her more base urges, and has some additional properties as well. But
Sold it for money?
Well, what she gave me is really of no concern of yours.
This guy doesn't deal in money.
I know, but I was hoping. It was so nice to deal with a guy just straight up greedy, but no offense. I'm just, yeah, we're hoping.
Yeah, well, when we run into a dragon, I'll let you know.
Oh,
You two love dragons.
It would be my preference not to run into a dragon if we have a choice.
Same.
I'm not saying that I haven't dealt with a dragon before.
I don't believe there are any dragons in the area.
That you know of.
I said I don't believe there are any dragons in the area. I could be mistaken. It happens. Rarely.
You have the ability to track this amulet of yours?
Sadly, no.
What kind of useless ass magic is this?
I mean, I guess if
Did-
you're running a business, it is kind of weird to keep a tracking thing on what you're selling after you sold it.
I mean, it's good enough for Apple and Samsung.
I was gonna say, Carrie says side-eyeingly and very happy that no one can see her, like, oh fuck, I gotta track this on all you guys.
So
I mean, I can, with some confidence, tell you that she is alive and healthy.
yeah, we figured that much out. I think what I'm trying to figure out first is whether or not she's become the Cheshire Cat of her own volition.
Hmm.
Does she seem particularly susceptible to mind control?
Well,
And to be fair, she was a teenage girl.
the curse that she was operating under does affect her impulses, her base desires and instincts. I believe that the initial effects of that curse were designed to funnel souls to a certain power.
Yeah, we know all about that. That's a whole nother problem.
Right. But I don't believe that the curse would make her any more susceptible to outside influence by anything other than the people who had placed the curse in the first place.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know this part. Are we asking if the teenage girl who's looking for a cure for whatever thing is wrong with her would be susceptible to mind control? Because the answer is yes.
I mean,
Like, she came here to buy an amulet from a man she doesn't even know for a cure for a curse.
we corresponded for some time. I assume she did her research.
Okay.
She
I-
did.
Okay.
She
Still,
didn't seem stupid.
I'm just saying, it takes one very persuasive man to convince someone.
Well, I mean, she was foolish enough to drink the blood that turned her into her current state in any case, but
Yeah, that wasn't completely. Look, that's just a whole nother thing.
yes. No, I realize she's hardly a bloodthirsty monster. She's actually quite innocent.
yeah, sounds about right.
She
You know
thinks
anything about the Fae running wild around here?
Oh,
If you haven't noticed outside.
I have, in fact. Yes, no, they definitely seem to have an increased presence, which I can only assume they have something to do with the state of the weather outside.
Rather than
Yeah.
whatever.
There's a lot of what appear to be unseelie running around. So
Wait, hold on. Since I wasn't here, this is a general question.
Yes.
Do we know, did they create the storm, or we're just assuming because they're here, the storm is terrible?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay. Super helpful, guys. Thank you.
It is unseasonably strong, so we're just going to assume it's magic.
Okay. But we don't know for sure
And-
if it's them that created the storm to get them here, or if the storm.
It would be a hell of a coincidence if
Okay. Okay.
But I think what Aunt Puppy is trying to get to is you're not really sure what is cause and what is effect.
Right,
Yes.
right.
We have no proof to either
Okay.
extreme.
Okay.
Yep. Whether it's the Unseelie are here because the weather is nuts, or the weather is nuts because the Unseelie are here.
Okay. Okay.
I personally think it's that second thing because, you know, it is the Winter Court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm of that opinion as well.
Okay.
I mean, we don't want to forget though that everything is all out of sorts.
Yes, because of the second moon.
Too many moons, and not my family.
Arguably too many of those too, but
I mean, technically, you're not supposed to be here.
An extra moon on Earth and around Earth.
Look, and I am also not a fan of there being more of us around. So.
but yes. So
Okay.
back into the actual discussion with Vavik. Yes, no, I'm aware of their presence. But now you're looking for information that doesn't come for free.
Oh, I was assuming that none of the information was coming for free. What do you want?
Now, what do you have to offer? That's a much better question.
We've
I
got a
mean,
lizard named
I'm not
Bill.
going to ask for any of your souls. For one thing, I can tell that several of you are immortal, and several of the
Most
rest
of them are spoken for.
And yes, the rest of you, your souls are, well, let's just say, not exactly mint in box conditions.
Martha
Harsh.
just kind of turns and looks at everybody and is like thinking to her, like Carrie's thinking to herself, like, does Martha have a soul? Like, she's just kind of like, can he see me? Like, she's like she's very concerned that he can see her through the. She's just like,
I'm only a little upset at what he has to say about my poor stained soul.
We do have a
Alice
lizard
arguably
named
is the
Bill.
purest soul here.
So
I mean-
Harper's gonna side eye my brain just Orpheus. Gonna side eye Orpheus, like, you don't want us to murder him, but you're gonna give him away in trade.
Alice is about ready to threaten this man. She's not pleased, but she's restraining.
I contain multitudes.
I mean, I don't think you, Mr. Wizard, are looking for a new pet, but we do have a big lizard in the trunk.
I don't think he wants a big lizard.
That's what I said. I don't think he wants a pet.
I think
Yes,
everyone wants a
yeah.
big lizard, actually.
I mean,
I
he
mean, to be
might.
fair, I would like him as a pet.
He's a fool, an idiot.
How do you
mad.
feel about secrets?
Secrets are valuable.
Harper will dig around in her bag and pull out a small, it's almost like a tablet, but it folds. So it's like part tablet, part laptop.
Okay.
History or current events?
Current events. I'm well versed in history.
She will boop around on this little contraption and hand it to him. And I'll let you decide what information she's giving away.
Okay. So he will take a look at it. He will peruse it. Interesting. I knew that. I had suspicions about that. Very well, Miss Graves. That buys you a lot. The exact plans of Queen Mab are a mystery to me, as they are to any mortal. However, what I am certain of is that Mab intends to use the coming equinox, or what should be the equinox, along with the instability created by our new celestial alignment, to shift the balance of power away from Titania and to her. Not to eliminate her rival, but to significantly weigh things in her favor. I believe we would still end up with about a month of summer if Mab has her choice.
Who is she eliminating?
She doesn't
Titania,
want to eliminate. The summer court. She wants to get rid of summer. Mostly.
reduce.
Yes.
I know that for what she has planned, she will need 13 innocent souls.
That's
I know
hard to
that
find
she-
her these times.
What was that?
That's hard to find in these times.
Well, yes, but fortunately,
Well, that's why they're gathering children.
I was going to say the presence of children is still helpful as far as that goes. And innocence is a relative matter. As I said, Miss Vance is mostly innocent still. Her operatives are out and about, and because of that one particular detail you shared with me, I suppose it's worth letting you know that in addition to her normal servitors, she has resummoned Catherine the Red.
Do I know that name?
Catherine the Red is?
That's a good question.
Alex knows who Catherine the Red is.
Alex knows who Catherine the Red is, but Alex is not in this meeting.
Yep.
Mark,
Yep.
Is this something I can roll Bardic Lore for?
This is absolutely something that you could roll Bardic Lore for, or expertise magic, or expertise history.
If you text
What
our
about
friend Kat, she could tell you all about her.
Really?
Yeah, I based her on Kat.
Really?
Yeah, at least the aggressive attacker part.
That's horrible and beautiful and wonderful.
Father, can I roll curiosities?
You can absolutely roll curiosities.
26 for me.
22.
22 magic.
Swear to God, it does not matter. Ugh. I even
Okay.
refreshed everything and it does not matter. It still does not want to roll for me.
Is it still trying to recalculate your spleen?
No, I can at least I can see everybody. I couldn't see everybody for a while. Everything was just black.
You got 24.
24.
All right, so the highest we have is the 26.
Yep.
Okay, here is what you are able to find. Catherine the Red is an unseelie vengeance spirit, believed to have once been a colonist who sided with the British during the Revolutionary War. She haunts the woods of mystery on the first new moon of autumn, once every 13 years. Her last recorded scheduled appearance was 2017, so by that calculus, she shouldn't be seen again until 2030. Although she is a unseelie spirit, she is corporeal. She wields a sword and rides a spectral horse. You are also aware that mortals who are desperate enough can offer their children to the unseelie court to get the services of Catherine, where she will then hunt the target of said mortal. However, she is free to wander the earth while doing so. She is beheaded and carries her disembodied head in a satchel at her side. Any who gaze upon the head are in danger of being blinded by the sight. Historically, you would be aware that the true identity of Catherine most likely was a woman named Catherine Van Houten, who lived in mystery in the days leading up to the American Revolution. Her husband was a tax collector, and they lived in high style. Her husband was ambushed by a mob of revolutionaries, tarred, feathered, and hung, at which point Catherine fell in with a group of Hessians. That Hessian unit was executed in 1783. And accounts say that in the moments before her death, Catherine vowed vengeance on all who had wronged her. A crack of thunder split the air as her head left her shoulders. And then the first account of Catherine the Red was 13 years later in 1796.
So
Wait, I thought mystery was in like New Hampshire or Vermont or something. It's in New York?
yeah,
No.
she's very much Headless Horseman meets Medusa.
I mean, it is in New Hampshire.
I was just making a joke because, Sleepy Hollow.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But she's a girl monster.
yeah. Yeah, again, Aaron did not know that Alex wrote Catherine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It's fine. I
fine.
need a detailed list of the characters you have created so that I can stop picking the characters you created.
There is that list is actually at the front of Rogues Gallery. It says who created which characters in the credits.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Okay. So Vathek will then also say, and I can perhaps point you towards the reason Catherine is currently present.
You're telling me she's actively after someone.
Yes.
Okay.
I was approached by a woman looking for vengeance against the strumpet who stole her husband. This woman didn't have much to offer me, so I instead pointed her towards Catherine, figuring that perhaps Catherine would be able to give her what she was looking for.
Do you have any names, like perhaps the woman that agreed to sacrifice her children for vengeance?
Or the woman who's being hunted down for that vengeance?
Or the two
Not
times
the latter, but the former, yes. Her name was Jennifer Robinson.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Jennifer is the client.
Yes. I believe I have a picture of her around here somewhere. Give me one moment.
Is it Robinson or Robinson?
S-O-N.
Clearly, that is a woman capable of untold evil.
It looks like the photo that they use when in crime documentaries, everyone thought she was so nice.
Yeah.
Until they found out the truth.
Yeah,
And then
until
they
they
do like
found out
the
that she
inverse
poisoned-
color.
Yeah, they poisoned her husband, and then it's her picture turns askew and scrolls backwards.
Yeah.
And
Then they
goes
flash it
into negative.
inverse.
Yeah.
Flash the inverse negative.
Ugh, so many
Yep,
crime
like
shows.
Warden
No one
said,
thought
hell
that-
hath no fury.
Everyone thought that she was just such a nice woman, but no one would have suspected that she would have sacrificed her own children.
Who's with us? Marsha?
Marsha.
It is perhaps worth pointing out that the payment being offered to Catherine doesn't necessarily mean they're sacrificed.
Giving your children to Faye never ends well for the child.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure that the death would be the worst of the two options.
No,
It's definitely not.
it's definitely not.
Carrie, she's gonna turn to Marcia. You want to start your thing?
And you'll see the little drone will kind of give the salute and it'll be like, already on it.
Cool.
Dude, I'm so glad I gave these things little hands. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
They need it, little
You're-
hands. It's good for him.
You
Yep.
want to find out what you can find out about Jennifer Robinson?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I've
Um,
refreshed like 8 times. So
It's fine. You get a 25 taking 10 on an investigation check, right?
Yep, and I got a
Whoa.
27.
Oh, hey, it actually rolled. That's amazing.
I know. It only took like 6 rerolls and my spleen being recalculated like 8 times.
So what you can find is that Jennifer Robinson is married to Mark Robinson.
Singer?
They are both lawyers here in Mystery. They had a child 3 years ago. They've been married for a total of 8 years. And she has, a smartphone, and you can currently ping that to a bar in downtown Mystery, a off-campus but near the college.
Gross. How old is she that she's at an off-campus bar?
She's not very old. She's about 30. Maybe about 35, but
Is this child is a son or a daughter?
daughter named Caitlin.
Oh god, there's like 12 different ways to spell Caitlin.
Well, spell it the correct way.
It's the other one. Not that one. That one.
I just dropped it in the chat.
That's a way I've literally never seen it spelled before.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I have 3 friends named Caitlin, and all 3 of them spell it differently.
Yeah. With that 27, you can also find that Caitlin had a congenital heart defect and has had several surgeries and very expensive therapies.
Can I see that they're drowning in debt? I'm presuming.
They are not drowning in debt. They were both lawyers. They had good money.
Yeah, but they got student loans and a massive amount of medical debt now.
Oh no! I mean, they've lost. I mean, their savings are wiped out, but they're not yet drowning in debt. They probably will be eventually, but they're not there yet.
And if they're both in their mid-30s, they have probably paid off their student loans.
But
for lawyers, yeah.
Yeah. So
I still got 25 years.
After that, Vathic will say, "Is there any other business that I can assist you with?"
Can I investigate where the husband is?
Yes, but we're already at 9:50, so not tonight.
Okay.
Because the GM didn't prepare that part.
So, Harper will kind of look at everybody and go, "Are we done here?"
I don't trust this man, but I guess.
I mean, he seems like a very nice businessman.
You shouldn't trust me.
But I believe that he has told us the truth, since we have given him something of value.
Yeah.
That is how these creatures operate.
Yes, I just.
Creature? You wound me.
I still feel.
I don't
like
know
this-
what you are, but I know that you are not of mortal ken.
I was born of a woman.
That makes one of us.
Uh, so Harper will kind of push away from the counter and wave her hand at the door as if get out before you guys say something really rude.
Been on my best behavior. Try not to sabotage this for you.
Yep, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I know.
Pleasure meeting you.
Is everybody else leaving?
Sure.
Yes.
Whoever's who's last out the door?
I'll be last, I guess.
As you guys are leaving out the door, Harper will say, I'll meet you at the van, and then close the door and turn to Vathek and say, I have something personal. And then we'll proceed to negotiate to have him investigate my problems.
Got it. We will deal with that offline. It may show up as a blog post down the line. For everyone else, as you are leaving the door and walking back over to where the van was left, when you get to the van, you will notice something somewhat unusual.
This is one.
Leaning against the van,
Oh.
there is a man in a brown overcoat with long red hair,
Maybe
smoking a cigarette, and seeming largely unconcerned by the freezing temperature outside. And he looks up as he sees you guys approaching, goes, it's about fucking time you showed up here.
Who the fuck are you?
And we'll pick up there next week.
Anson?
Anson doesn't speak with a Irish accent.
No, that's just Moon's only frame of reference for what this kind of person is.
Not wrong. So yes, we'll pick up there next week. Until then, I have stuff. Where'd it go? Thank you all for joining us tonight around our network. Tomorrow, I believe Freedom League Dark is going to be back.
We shall be.
Hopefully there will be a new blog post up on Thursday, and if not, and if you didn't catch it from last week, we have a blog post that went up last Thursday, which is detailing all of our offerings for Origins Game Fair this year. The Untold Stories Project is bringing a massive slate of games to the table. So if you're going to be at Origins in Columbus in June, then you will have many opportunities to play with us.
Giggity.
Of course, we will also be back here next week for more Something in the Dark. If you are enjoying what we are doing and would like to read any of our awesome Patreon-only posts, please come support us at our Patreon at patreon.com/UntoldStoriesProject. Heroes, I'm going to pass it around the table so you can all say goodnight and plug anything you want to plug. And I will start with Brandon.
As usual, nothing really to plug. So as always, be kind to people, especially yourself. Deuce.
Thank you so much for watching. However you do, those who watch us live, always appreciate it, and the little bit of participation is a blessing that we always enjoy. Those who watch us after the fact, leave us a comment. Tell us about how good we did, how bad we did, or what you would do better. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching, or just answering that question of who's awesome. You are. That's right. So, hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed the low speed, high excitement. That's why we don't play speedsters, because you slow it down and you enjoy it a little bit more. Never play speedsters. And with that, partner in crime, Little Miss Murder. Jimmy, go.
Thank you for watching. We love having you here. Make sure you all drink water, take your meds, all that jazz. Always fun to be here and to ruin another British accent another night. You know, kind of what I've been doing now. I don't really have much to plug. Love you all. Make sure to take care of yourselves. We all love you. And hey, remember, if you ever get bored and you want to know what it's like inside the head of someone with ADHD, play a speedster. Wasn't paying attention, Whitkey.
Thanks for watching. I got nothing. Woohoo. And Puppy.
I don't have anything. Please don't play my game, but play a different game. Always. This is not mine. Alex.
And
Yeah,
Puppy's running a game at Origins, by the way.
It's gonna be awesome.
it's gonna be great. And Puppy just needs to believe that because it's so true. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow night, continuing our adventures through Barovia, where we're gonna run into a hag in a swamp, and hopefully everybody will be okay. Who knows? I don't know.
Protect that chicken with your lives.
Yes, the chicken is a bard. That is the moral of the story. But yeah, I don't have anything else. We'll see you all next time, and I'll pass it up to Aaron.
Right. So I'm going to drop something for our players to see, which, Alex, if you can put it on the stream.
Oh no.
It is just an image of the individual who is standing by your van.
God damn it. That's exactly who I thought.
If you'd like to know more about him, please read the Arcane Duology from Green Ronin Publishing.
I don't actually know anything about him. I just look at him and go, oh, yep, that's a Constantine.
You're not right, but you're not wrong. So that is it for those of us here at the Untold Stories Project. Until next time, be careful out there, and make sure that you don't run into something in the dark. Bye.